My mother emailed me a note a couple of years ago that she had written from my second grade teacher. My second grade teacher was retiring, and other teachers were trying to put together a memory book for her to give to her when she was leaving. And so my mom was writing a story about something she had seen. There was a day that she was a room mom. She had volunteered to come on Halloween to help with my second grade class, and she was helping all the kids get dressed in their Halloween costumes, and every child in the class had a Halloween costume except this one little girl. And the second grade teacher went over to her and said, "Where is your costume?" And she said, "Well, my brother is going to bring it." Mom says that the time kind of passed and everyone was getting into line, and it was time for everyone to go out and to the playground and to do the parade of costumes. And this little girl still didn't have her costume. And then there was a knock on the frame of the door, and there stood a young boy with a brown paper wrinkled bag. And the teacher went over and he said, "This is for my sister." And so the teacher took it and brought the brown bag to this little girl who was sitting in the desk, and she reached in with excitement and she pulled out this plastic costume. And she tried to put her arms through the armholes, but there were no armholes. And she tried to take the strings and tie them around her neck, but there was only an inch of string. It wasn't much of a costume. It was actually only the front of it, and my mom says it wasn't even the front. It was just the top 2/3 of the princess outfit. The bottom third was all tattered and broken and just kind of hanging there. And the teacher looked at her, and the little girl looked up with a sad look, and the teacher didn't say a word. She ran to her desk, and she got safety pins and came back, and she safety pinned the front of that costume to the girl's shirt and to her skirt. And then the teacher said this, "Oh, you look so pretty." And my mom wrote that the little girl smiled a huge smile at the teacher and hurried off to join the others in line for the Halloween parade. My mom finished the remembrance with this. She said there was no doubt that the little girl felt as pretty as the teacher said she was. She was the authority in the room, and she had declared it beautiful. The disciples could only see the cross in all its shame. It was ghastly and horrific and costly, and they saw defeat. But the authority of heaven and earth said, "It is beautiful." The cross was horrific, but it was the only way that God could save men, and His love was that great, and He declared it beautiful. He came into the world to make that which is ugly beautiful by His authority, by His decree, and by His very life.